When you heard about Padang, what comes to the top of your head? It's Padang restaurant, isn't it?
Indonesia.
Welcome to Padang West Sumatra, home of the Minang people or Orang Minang.
In this episode, pants will be tighter, sweat will be dripping because we're going to face our way to the capital of the best food in Indonesia.
See the beauty? Only on See Indonesia. When you heard about Padang, what comes to the top of your head? It's Padang restaurant, isn't it?
You'll find Padang restaurant everywhere from Sumatra to Papua. But of course, if you want the OG of Minang cuisine, you have to come down here to Padang, where food has its own attraction. Mangan cie hidangan ya udah.
We're gonna talk about a local custom called menitiang piriang. It's the unique way waiters in Padang restaurants serve dishes. It is rooted in the concept of the Padang restaurant itself. Padang restaurant is Indonesia's takes on fast food, so timing is key. Food must be served quick. Waiters can't just go back and forth to serve the food. Instead, they'll place all the side dishes onto their embrace and serve them on a table. Then customer can eat whatever they want. It's like a buffet, but in Padang restaurant you only have to pay what you choose. Sometimes a waiter can carry around 15 to 20 plates at once.
Whoa, look how much he can carry. I think it's about, let's say it's about 15, right? Berat nggak, Bang?
Oh iyalah.
Meet Siddiq. He's a third-generation Padang restaurant owner. His establishment is called Ampera Mama. Before learning how to run a business, his parents taught him basic things such as manintiang piriang. He learned how to stack plates since he was around 14 years old. Even though it seems trivial, this custom is no joke. Siddiq lamented the many plates he broke before he mastered the technique.
Oh sering, ya lumayan lah. Sampai ketumpas semuanya pernah. Jatuh dari atas sampai ke bawah pernah.
Apart from efficiency, this custom is deemed as important and passed on as a tradition of the Minang restaurant itself.
Susunan kita, kekuatan tangan kita satu, butuh proses kita untuk mengumpulkan tenaganya. Awal-awalnya emang kayak gitu, kita pasti nggak nyaman gitu. Tapi kalau udah dapat kuncinya, taruhnya pas, itu semuanya bisa gitu.
Even though men are usually trained to do manintiang piriang, Siddiq encouraged me to put his theory to the test. The stake has never been higher.
I have a bad feeling about this, but my curiosity is actually bigger than my fear. So, I do want to know how to do manitiang. Jadi gimana nih Bang caranya?
Jadi, pertamanya pegang dulu ini. Taruh jarinya kayak gini.
It's hard if you use lotion.
Jari tengahnya mana?
Jari tengahnya ini.
Kan? Tahan.
Ya.
Oke. Nanti tap. Enggak putarnya kayak gini lurus. Enggak, tangannya ini. Enggak usah tegang.
Oh ya.
Letur. Tap lagi. Oke. Enggak tahan.
Oke.
Sip.
My lord. Ya.
Tahan ya.
Ya.
Oke. Sip.
Okay. So let's try to carry this to the other table. Oh my god. Hidang.
Oke, yang mana terakhir itu yang awal.
Ini, lalu ini.
Ya. Di bawah.
This is the beginning. Voila. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. I can carry only 4.
Zero incident. thanks to his helpful tips.
Perhaps it has nothing to do directly with the Manitiang Piriang tradition, but Minang people have more intimate relationship with plates more than you think they are. Have you ever heard about the dance called Tari Piring?
That's right, it's in the name. Dari Piring, as it is called, use plates as their main attraction. Dari Piring is a dance that is native to the Minangkabau people. This dance is accompanied by songs such as Talempong and Saluang. It might be performed by a group of dancers. Each of them holds several plates in each of their hands and vigorously rotate or half-rotate them in various motions, quickly following the rhythm of the music. The choreography mimics the way farmers grow crops and express their gratitude while harvesting crops that would feed the whole house. Meanwhile, the plates in their hands symbolize an offering to the goddess of rice. The movement is very energetic and partially influenced by the Minang martial art, Silat. Since Islam entered the scene, the dance now has no ritualistic purpose and has turned into a performance typically done on weddings or welcoming ceremonies. It has become very popular even in neighboring countries like Malaysia. Okay, plates are cool, but what good are they without food on them? So let's talk about Minang cuisine. It is famous for its use of coconut milk and spicy chili. Minang cuisine consists of three main elements: gulai or curry, lado or chili pepper, and rice. Among the cooking tradition in Indonesia cuisine, Minangkabau and most of Sumatra dishes show Indian and Middle Eastern influence. This is because dishes are cooked in curry sauce with coconut milk and heavily mixed with spices. Most of the protein in Minang cuisine comes from beef, fish or poultry. If you don't eat meat, they have tofu or tempeh too.
Ooh, let's see, what do I want to have? I like chicken, so I'm gonna choose some chicken.
I need veggies, so I'm gonna have this bean sprout saute and sambal ijo or green chili, a must in any Padang meal. Drizzle some curry sauce too for more flavor.
And of course, the quintessential Padang cuisine, rendang.
Rendang is always available in any Padang restaurant. I'll get to that later. Now, let's eat.
If you love spicy food like I do, I bet your taste bud will dance like those Tari Piring dancer, frantically.
Warm rice and hints of spices here and there from the side dishes are such a delight.
Apart from the Padang way, there's actually another way in serving this Minang cuisine. The other one is in Bukit Tinggi. It's called nasi kapau. Nasi kapau is more like nasi campur, so they don't serve it on the table like this, but you choose what you want to eat and then they're going to serve it on your plate. Both of them are very delicious, of course, but those variation in serving, I think it really shows how much Minang people take pride in their culinary legacy.
Speaking of legacy, it brings me to one of these most popular dishes in the world, rendang. If you want to eat rendang, you have to come directly to the Mecca of Padang cuisine. It is Payakumbuh, the second largest city in West Sumatra. It can be reached in 2 hours by car from Padang. Here we can find the rendang village, where you can find dozens of rendang variation. Aside from the finished product, the village also showcases the art of making rendang.
In fact, the making of this dish is so complex that the Indonesian Ministry of Education and Culture put the preparation of rendang as an intangible cultural heritage of Indonesia. So, I'm ready to learn it. Come on.
The Indonesian intangible cultural heritage is a living culture that contains philosophical elements from the societal traditions and handed down from one generation to the next. It includes the recipe, cooking utensils, and techniques that are done in such a way that it honors the spirit of the dish. Bunda Rika has been making rendang since she was in her teens. Her mother taught her to cook rendang. She continues to honor the legacy of the recipe and devotes herself to the traditional aspects of cooking the dish. This eventually sets her rendang apart from others made in the village.
Kalau ibu, kalau masak rendang sukanya pakai kayu sama kotak kelapa tuh. Jadi kalau pakai kayu, pakai tungku, rasanya lebih gurih dari masak sama kompor. Soalnya apinya agak kecil.
Berarti semakin kecil apinya justru semakin enak ya Bu ya?
Iya, dagingnya juga semakin empuk.
Oh gitu.
Kalau apinya besar, dagingnya keras.
Oh, berapa lama sih Bu tuh bikinnya tuh?
Kalau ibu bikin rendang ini 4 jam. Kalau ada orang Minang yang ada di rantau, dia sering memuji rendang ini. Soalnya masaknya pakai tungku. Kalau pakai kompor, orang Minang tahu tuh, rasanya beda. Soalnya kalau pakai tungku, ibu masak, dedaknya itu halus.
Kalau dari ketahanannya sendiri, kalau masak pakai tungku apakah juga jadi lebih tahan?
Lebih tahan.
Kenapa tuh?
Kalau masak kita pakai tungku, minyaknya itu keluar semua. Jadi kalau kita merendang, minyaknya itu banyak, daging-daging itu semua tertutup. Kena tutup minyak itu jarang rasa berubah rasanya.
Then she showed me the core ingredient of her rendang. Garlic, ginger, galangal, shallot, red chili are all ground into paste. There are also aromatic leaves such as turmeric, lemongrass, lime leaves, and bay leaves, which act as natural preservatives. The cut of the beef suitable for rendang is lean meat of a cattle's rear leg, like the top side or round beef, which is considered perfect to be cooked slowly. She's using the top side this time, and I helped her slice some of the meat because nothing makes me happier than holding a knife. Another vital ingredient for rendang is, of course, coconut milk. You got to see her old-fashioned coconut milk squeezer. It's made from wood and you got to sit on it, almost like a seesaw. The shredded coconut are then mixed in bowl and moved in a cloth. Next, place it onto a gap under the wooden plank and sit on it. The coconut milk would drip and caught by another bowl position below. Pretty cool stuff, huh? She then took me to the back of her house and taught me how to make rendang with wood, which is challenging.
As you can see, look at the flame. I need my sunglasses to protect my eye.
First thing to add is the coconut milk, then the spices and herbs. Then it needs to be constantly stirred.
This is the first time for me to make rendang. And then, as you can see, I'm crying already.
Rendang is traditionally served in ceremonies to honor guests during events such as wedding feast or Islamic holiday like the Eid al-Fitr or Eid al-Adha.
As you know, coconut, they contain fats, right? So when to put the meat inside is that when the fat is turned into an oil like this. And a cooking technique like this is very fantastic. Like imagine, like back then, no one had refrigerator. Like that technology is, wasn't even there yet. But this become a very fantastic way to preserve meat in a large quantity is by cooking it slowly, slow cook with the firewood. And if it's done properly, the dried rendang could actually last 4 weeks. And that is quite long.
But my God, the smoke from the fire is unbearable.
Tears falling.
If I do this for 4 hours, my eyes would swell like I just had the worst breakup in my life. Bunda Rika taught all her 5 children how to make rendang. One of her daughter, Eri, continued the business, and that's where the name came from. Erika, Eri and Rika. Erika was established in 2000. The kitchen has been renovated with ceramic tiles, and now they have a machine to squeeze coconut milk, but they still use wood for the cooking process. They also have 12 cooks to help around the kitchen and 9 salespeople. They can make 40 kilos of rendang each day. And aside from your typical rendang, they also invented at least 9 other variations of the dish, like the egg rendang chips, potato and dried anchovy rendang, beef and chicken floss rendang, lungs rendang, and more. Erika Rendang even have an agent in Malaysia. Time to test the dish. She served me the rendang and another meat-based dish called dendeng balado.
Okay, let's try. I cannot wait. I want to know the taste of real Minang. Rendang. Oh my god. Oh my god. The flavor just exploded in your mouth. It's so good. And it is so tender.
All those tears and sweat paid off because I can taste everything, from the coconut, the spices, the meat, even the smoke. It's like having a disco party of flavors in your mouth. The popularity of rendang has spread wildly from West Sumatra, thanks to Minang migrants. Sometimes they would start a career or open a business somewhere outside their hometown and almost all over the world. In 2011, rendang placed 11th on the list of the world's 50 best food published by CNN International. An online readers' poll of 35,000 voters choose beef rendang as the top dish on CNN International readers' pick list. And that's, mi amore, is the power of food. Sometimes food can bring you a taste of home, no matter how far you go. I've been trained in the iconic Padang technique of serving food. I've absorbed a unique dance that symbolized deep gratitude and witnessed the best food in the world being produced, all in just one region of Sumatra. But, hold on, how did I get here though? So I took a flight from Soekarno-Hatta Airport with Citylink. I boarded the plane and I was quite amused by the rhyming game of the flight attendants. And then I fell asleep. Next thing I know, I woke up at the capital city of West Sumatra, Padang. Let's take a look at what this beautiful city has to offer. Islam is the majority religion in West Sumatra, a province of Indonesia. The faith is embraced by 97% of the province population. You'd find the Grand Mosque of West Sumatra only a few minutes from the airport. It is located within a 40,000 square meter complex on the intersection of Khatib Sulaiman Road and Ahmad Dahlan Avenue. Like the name, it is the largest mosque in West Sumatra and the second largest on the island. The most distinctive feature on the mosque is its roof, which is a contemporary interpretation of the roof that can be found in Minangkabau's traditional homes. If you want to take some souvenir with you, let a street photographer take your picture. You can even print the picture on the spot. And voila, my next Idol Fitri card. Maybe it's too big. Then I heard a loud noise that sounds like a party in the distance. What could it be?
When you're in Padang, you have to try to hop on the minibus or angkot as we call it. Because in Padang, you'll find angkot in so many festive accessories like this one. Pasar, pasar!
Mbak, ini angkot saya, Mbak.
Right. Angkot is a form of public transportation. One that is dependable for intercity trips, and you can find it across Indonesia. But public transport in Padang takes the experience to a whole new level. LED lights line the interior of the ceiling, and the inside is filled with plexiglass, sound system, TV screen, fans, and tacky-colored seat. If there's more bling on a grill and a champagne bottle popper, it would look like it came straight from MTV's Pimp My Ride.
Exactly, this is why this is super festive, loud music, LED lights, and so many screen all over you. This is very fun. So I have to ask him, Abang, ini ngabisin berapa biaya ini gini-ginian?
Kisaran 30, Mbak.
30 juta ya?
Iya, Mbak.
Wow, 30 million. Nah, kenapa sih Bang mau memodif sampai 30 juta gitu?
Bisa narik pelanggan, Kak.
Oh gitu?
Iya, Kak.
Kenapa? Emang doyan yang gini ya orang-orang di sini?
Orang Padang itu doyan musik kayak gini, Kak.
I mean, I get it. It's a very fun experience.
As the original price of the car itself is just around 12 million rupiahs, it seems excessive to spend another 30 millions to deck it out. He said there's a competition in Padang with prize money that can cover the entire modification process, and he wants money. You can't go to a party or dance at the club, then bring the party to the angkot and let loose. Okay, maybe the passenger would be weirded out. Oh, don't forget to say kiri when you want to get off the angkot and pay the fare. And I took a stroll around the Padang Old Town area, located face to face with the Batang Arang River. I got thirsty, so I grabbed some milk tea while gazing at the Muaro port. It is the oldest port in Padang, dating back to the 17th century. The port still functions as gateway to another region, like the island of Mentawai and Sikuai. It is listed as Padang Cultural Heritage. Above the Padang Old Town area, there's a bridge named Siti Nurbaya, which is a character and novel written by famed Indonesian writer Marah Rusli. The classic novel told the story of forbidden love in the colonial days. It is a tragic love story that often dubbed as Indonesia's version of Romeo and Juliet. The novel was written with traditional Minangkabau storytelling technique like pantun, which is a traditional Malay forms of rhyming.
I remember a quote that says, "The people who give you their food give you their heart." And the love in Minang cuisine is definitely something I can taste. Happy tummy, happy me.
Padang Panjang is surrounded by hills. The hills surrounded by teak trees. Love and care, not just a bit, from the mouth to the heart.